Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is TFT coming at you with another video. And yep, it looks like the fallout has officially begun. Caitlyn Clark versus Reese. That massive rivalry we've all been hearing about nonstop? It's already taking a hit. Game ticket prices are crashing after news broke that Fever star Caitlyn Clark has been ruled out for 2 weeks with a quad injury. Personally, I think it's going to be longer. I may drop a separate video on this once we get more info, but let's be real. This feels like a start with 2 weeks, reassess later, and probably sit her out even longer type of situation. But here's the thing. We're already starting to see real consequences for the way the WNBA has handled everything surrounding Clark. There's a clear disconnect in the league's approach, almost like they haven't fully realized, or don't want to admit, that Caitlyn Clark is the WNBA right now. And listen, that may not be fair to the other players, but that's the reality of where things stand today. There wasn't much they could do at this moment, but there's a whole lot more they should have done from the beginning. Fans are frustrated, the hype's taking a hit, and honestly, people are tired of the drama. So in this video, we're going to break it all down, take a closer look at what's happening behind the scenes, and yeah, I'll show you some receipts. We'll go over what's happening on Ticketmaster, so you can see for yourself how fast this is falling apart. Indiana Fever star Caitlyn Clark's sophomore season in the WNBA has had the same impact as her rookie season. The level of popularity she's brought to the W has been felt in the league's finances and fan popularity. We've seen this play out in real time. Just recently, I did a deep dive on Caitlyn Clark's economic impact, and the numbers are staggering. Last year alone, she was responsible for about 26.5% of the entire WNBA's economic activity, which is unprecedented for any single athlete in a professional league. Now, fast forward to this season, and we're seeing a dramatic shift. Ticket prices for Indiana Fever games, especially on the road, are dropping rapidly. This isn't just about fans abandoning the team or losing interest. There's a real financial calculation happening here. Think about it. For many fans, going to see Clark play isn't just a casual night out. I spoke to someone who was planning a road trip to catch a Fever game. Factoring in tickets, travel, and hotel, the total was pushing $3,000. If the main draw, Caitlyn Clark, isn't playing, it's understandable why someone might choose not to go. This isn't about loyalty to the team. It's about the reality that, for a lot of people, seeing a superstar is a once-in-a-season, maybe once-in-a-lifetime experience. This is where the conversation about load management comes in, something that's been a hot topic in the NBA for years. Fans shell out serious money, sometimes hundreds or thousands of dollars, for the chance to see their favorite stars. When those stars sit out, especially for reasons other than injury, it's a major letdown. The NBA has tried to crack down on this because they know the financial impact. Stars are what fill arenas and drive revenue. The same dynamic is now playing out in the WNBA, but on an even more concentrated scale with Caitlyn Clark. She's not just a star, she's the engine behind ticket sales, TV ratings, and merchandise. The Fever's games are leading the league in national broadcasts, and Clark's presence has driven WNBA merchandise sales up 500% in a single year. The league's average attendance and viewership are at all-time highs, and Clark's economic value is now estimated to be approaching, or even surpassing, $1 billion this season alone. So, when ticket prices drop after news that Clark might not play, it's not about fans being fickle, it's about the massive financial stakes tied to a single superstar. This isn't unique to the WNBA, we've seen it in the NBA and other sports as well. But right now, with the Fever's upcoming rematch against the Sky in Chicago, ticket prices are plummeting compared to last year's record highs. Last August, the average ticket was $334, with entry-level prices at $165. Now, we're seeing a fire sale effect because the star attraction may not be available. Bottom line, the presence or absence of a transcendent star like Caitlyn Clark has a ripple effect across the entire league, from fans' wallets to the WNBA's bottom line. And as the league continues to expand and negotiate new media deals, her impact isn't just felt on the court, but at every level of the business. And as you can see here from Bro Bible, Caitlyn Clark's injury proves Reese wrong. Ticket prices are dropping fast after it was announced Clark will miss the Indiana Fever's upcoming rivalry game against the Chicago Sky. The reason why we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me, too. I want y'all to realize that.
And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Can we get an update on that? I mean, seriously, does she actually believe she's going to go through with it? Because every time she talks, it's a whole production. 1 minute, she's saying she's totally fine with being the villain, how she's built for it, how the boos fuel her, like she thrives off the hate. But the very next second, she's playing the victim, saying how unfair it all is, how people don't understand her, how she's being targeted. Like, which one is it? You can't keep telling everyone you're built different, and then run to social media to talk about how misunderstood you are. It's wild. And look, I'm not saying you can't have emotions or get frustrated. But at some point, it's gotta be one or the other. You're either the villain that's locked in and laser-focused, or you're someone who's letting every headline and every comment get under your skin. But hey, that's probably a conversation for another day, right? Here we go, they said. While Angel Reese might have a point, the numbers tell a different story. Last season's final regular season game between the Sky and Fever set a record for the most expensive WNBA game, with a get-in price of around $165. The first meeting between the two teams this season, on May 17th, had a get-in price of over $75. However, with Caitlyn Clark out until at least June 8th, ticket prices for the June 7th matchup against the Sky have dropped significantly. The cheapest tickets on the secondary market are reportedly being sold at around $65. But now, ticket prices are absolutely plummeting. Like, let's be real, it's a steep drop. I'm going to show you something in a second that'll make your jaw drop. We're talking $50, maybe $60 for that June 7th game. That's it. That's a 70% plus drop from what we were seeing just a couple of weeks ago. And it's not just that game. You're seeing similar nosedives for the Mystics games, Sun games, any matchup where Caitlyn Clark isn't playing or is rumored to be sitting. It's night and day. And that completely contrasts with, for example, her return to Atlanta. That was like $173 just to get in the door. Now, if you've been following along, I already mentioned this in another video, but it's worth repeating. Caitlyn Clark was responsible for 26.5% of all WNBA economic activity last year. That is not normal. That is generational. That's not just impact, that's league-altering. And now we're seeing exactly what happens when she's not playing. It's not just about the on-court performance, it's about the financial engine she's become for this league. And it's a tough pill to swallow, especially for teams who've gotten used to sellouts every time the Fever rolled into town. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull this up real quick. Take a look at this with me. And just keep in mind, June 7th? That's right around the corner. And look at this. Just look at the number of tickets still available in every section. I mean, it's loaded. 59 seats over here, 92 in that section, 79 right there, 55 over here, 56 over there, and it just keeps going. Scroll over to the right side. Yep, verified resale. All of these are resale tickets. This right here, this is a fire sale. It's a clear sign that a ton of these were originally snapped up by Caitlyn Clark fans, many of them probably from out of town. And let's not act surprised, Clark has fans everywhere. We saw this back in Cambridge, remember? I did a whole video on the insane travel distances people were making just to see her. Some folks were driving 4, 6, even 8 hours one way. And now, a lot of them aren't making that trip because she's not playing. Now, I still expect Indiana to hold strong with home attendance while she's out. And I think TV numbers for the Fever will be decent, maybe even solid. But the real drop-off, it's going to hit with away games, especially ones that required fans to plan trips. You can already see it with this Chicago rematch. People aren't paying hundreds if she's not suiting up. Period. And here's where this gets even deeper. The longer she's out, the bigger the ripple. We're talking ticket sales, TV ratings, even the next CBA negotiations. All of it. Like I said in another video, Caitlyn Clark makes up 26.5% of the WNBA's economic activity. That's not a stat, that's a reality check. Honestly, this could impact everything from league momentum to how my own channel performs. But hey, that's just the way it goes when the superstar isn't on the court. Let me know what you think. Should fans still travel? Will the fever hold the hype? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button if you're riding with me on this. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, buckle up. Things are about to get real interesting, folks.